now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio, where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Yeah. Friday night city talk, this that hardcore. Bars and Hoops Radio, 8 to 10, we on tour. Boom bap soul, feel the bass in your rib cage. Hip hop, sports, entertainment, front page, Queens to the heights, let the real ones tap in. If it move the culture, best believe we tap in. Mic stay heavy, conversation all facts. You locked in live, welcome to the Oddcast.
Stills the great, voice cut like granite. Ali Vegas talk slick, everything panoramic. DJ J.O.J. on the ones, twos precise. Turntables talk back when he sliding that knife. This that street certified, headline heat. If it happened in the culture, it landed our feet.
Once a month, mood change. Velvet in the air, Drea Thornton step through. Confidence rap, real talk, grown vibes. Energy poise, pull up a chair, Super Kitty Lounge voice. Welcome to the Super Kitty Lounge.
Bars and Hoops Radio, pressure never soft.
Oddcast.
Yeah, grown talk only.
Back to live action. Oh, what up, y'all? Stills the Great, the Oddcast, every Friday, 8 to 10. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We back at it again. My people, shout out to everybody out there on YouTube. Shout out to everybody out there on Twitch. Shout out to everybody out there on Facebook. And shout out to everybody watching us live on and listening to us live on Bars and Hoops Radio. Download the app. It's free, available on all platforms. And I know all of y'all see me on camera. Let me turn y'all on the TV land. My guest came early today, man. Word up, man. And I love when our guests come early, man. We got Mr. Fingaz in the building, man. Word up, man. Fingaz, man.
Queens get the money.
Queens get the money. You already know it, man. Yo, man, for real, man. My guy's here, man. Vegas on the way. You know what I'm saying?
Knicks score looking all right now.
The Knicks score definitely looking good right
okay,
now.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see how you looking on TV.
I don't need to see me. I need
you
to
see the game?
Yeah, I don't care about me.
So we're going to get back to the game. All right.
Let's get back to the game.
Let's get back to the game, man. Word up. Knicks and Raptors right now.
I've been looking at my face for a good, little. I'm not going to say how long. I will say how long because that big one coming up this year. The big one a little bit coming up this year. That big one.
We blessed.
That golden.
Yes, and we all blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Be like, you old Joe. I'm like, you got a choice. You can either get old or you can die.
That's a fact.
What you want to do?
And
they shut up then.
100%. Word up, man. For real, man. Shout out to Mr. Fingaz, man. He's the co-host until it's time to interview him right now, man. You know what I'm saying? But we here, man. And first and foremost, Fingaz, man, I want to thank you for pulling up early, bro. You came early. I was surprised.
Listen,
you know
man, I don't like to be late.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be early and you know what I'm saying, instead of trying to get ready, be ready. You know what I'm saying? Just 100%. Be ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Basketball reference, man. When you constantly on your grind, you gonna stay ready. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk
about basketball right now because of my back, yo. And it's so crazy, yo. I just met this dude, man. Shout out to David, man, over at the auto mechanic shop on Liberty. Yo, he's a basketball coach. And for the first time in my life, because I was like, yo, you lucky I crack you. You know what I'm saying? The way he looked at me is how I normally used to look at people. Like he was like, word? He's like, yeah. He's like, yo, let's go. And I had to think about it. I was like, I can't take him. Yeah, this is the first time in my life. I'm like, I know I can't be somebody one-on-one. I mean, because my neck, my back, and my back.
I was about to say, like, you still active? You still active?
Man, unfortunately, man. Yo, like a couple of years ago, I had like a heart situation, and my doctor said I couldn't play no more. But then, a couple of years later, I took the medicine, and then I talked to the doctor. He's like, yo, you can play again. So I play here and there, but like, I'm out of shape, bro. Like, I'll get washed.
We are too, man.
But I can give you a strong 5 minutes, whoever you are. Yo, son, real talk, B. Real talk. Let me tell you. So I'm walking with my wife. I'm walking with my wife right in Richmond Hills. You know what I'm saying? I live in Kew Gardens, but I was walking in Richmond Hill. And, I see George Messiah. So I'm like, son, I crossed you over. He's like, work? He's like, I'll play you for your girl.
Whoa.
So, matter of fact, that was a good one, son. I'm gonna come see you. Matter of fact, I'll play you, George Messina, and you got I said, what's his name? George Messiah. What's his name?
Messiah.
Messiah. Yo, Messiah, I'll play you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shave that hairy chest of yours if I win.
Boy. Oh, you talk about the dude.
Yeah, the dude
West Fourth.
Yeah,
dude.
I seen him. I play you for your girl, son. But he was quick with it too, so I was dying.
I ain't gonna hold you. He running fools and everything. He's not just doing half court games. He's running full court games.
He be fouling the hell out of people. He playing.
Sure do.
He be wrestling, yo.
Yeah,
and he be putting that hairy chest on you, that sweaty hairy chest on you.
Oh God, man. Yo. Rest in peace to my brother Chester, man. Cheese, man. Cheese used to sweat like a motherfucker all the time. I don't know if you remember Chester Boston.
Yeah. I remember
Cheese used to sweat like a motherfucker.
Don't remind me about Chester. Don't remind me about Chester.
Man.
You said Jamaica, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know why I remember that?
Huh?
You know why I remember that he was at Jamaica?
How?
You don't want to know.
Edison?
Because son, 92-14 against Bayside.
What? That's right. You did play for Bays.
We're not going to talk about that then. Shout out to James Miller.
92-14.
92-14, B.
God damn. Oh my God.
I ain't talk about that since 92.
Oh my God. That was a bad day. So that means y'all at that team that year, it was Steve Little.
Yep.
Javar Cheatham.
Yes, it was.
Danny
How do you
Sampson.
remember that off the top of your head?
Because I was there.
Oh, God,
I was there.
Christ,
I just didn't play. I was in a lot of other stuff, and at that time, I was I couldn't play ball because I was in co-op.
Okay.
I was always about the bread. So I came, I made the team. Thompson took me off the team once they found out I was in co-op tech because I would be in school one week and I'd be working the next week. So I couldn't play. But I remember the team was Steve, Chester, my man Rodney. Shout out to 3-Pete. Javar Cheatham, he was a freshman. Danny Sampson was a freshman. Samoye, word. Shout out to my man Malik. It was bad. Yeah, that was bad.
I might have shed a tear that night. Bro. I'm gonna tell you that night, because I was trash. I was trash at 14, 15. So at 15, I went that whole summer, and I had the keys to 176 Park. I went to 176 Park 7 o'clock in the morning, and I ain't leave till like 12 o'clock in the night every day, playing by myself, left hand drills. That summer when I turned 15, going to 16, whole summer, one-on-ones, left hands.
Wow.
So when I heard Kobe was doing that, I was like, I did that before Kobe.
Destined for great.
You know what I'm saying? I did that before him. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah, but I was too skinny, man.
Yeah, listen, man.
I was just too skinny.
I remember we definitely we gonna talk about you in the ball. And shout out to my brother Tone Richburg, man. He had the record at Bayside for a very long time, scoring record. And I think a kid broke it like probably 5 years ago. Broke his scoring record.
Shout out to Cardozo's coach, man. Because he
Clario.
Man, that's crazy, man. He broke that record. And I met him. I know we'll talk about it later, but I met him like during King's birthday, and he gave me the letter that King gave to his father because his father did the heart surgery on King that saved his life, and people don't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy, man. So I had a whole conversation with him about that.
Wow.
Like, so his father saved King's life when he got stabbed in Harlem.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Wow. Niclario?
His father. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That I never knew. That's
I got the letter in the crib, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you got the letter, yo. We gotta talk because I'll say all that. I could never see that coming, but you're an ill guy, man. Word up, man. I gotta do it. We gotta talk a little bit about what's going on, right? Because I like with this show, me and Vague, we like trying to give some positivity and put some positive energy out there for the youth and anybody that is watching what we're doing. And sometimes we gotta call our people out and call our culture out. Accountability. We gotta hold people accountable. So the latest thing that's going on right now that's trending on the internet, and I understand it and I get it, but when I listen to other cultures, I don't see any other genre of music carrying on the way that.
Oh, you mean like country culture. West, like Garth Brooks?
Yeah, you don't see that.
Nah, it's not going down like
Dolly Parton versus whoever.
It's not. It's not happening, man.
Only in hip hop, right? So the latest thing is this Gucci Mane situation with Pooh Shiesty, and when I heard all the details about what actually happened, because I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really a big Pooh Shiesty fan. I didn't even know who he really was, what his music was.
Got you.
They played it on the radio all the time, and like you said,
he got some hits.
Yeah, he got some hits, but it wasn't something that
doesn't resonate to you.
It doesn't resonate to me. So when
not the demographic.
It's not our demographic.
Not my demographic. Yo.
That's a fact. So when I heard the situation that happened, and I'm seeing the reaction from the hip hop communities, especially some of our bigger icons in the hip hop community, like putting this thing out there about snitching. You know what I mean? We spoke about it briefly last week, but now it's to the point where it's like I'm seeing older folks saying, "Oh, he's a snitch," and this, that, and the third. Like the man went in for a business meeting and was ran down on with guns. He was robbed. He was forced to sign
ambushed.
something.
Right.
He was ambushed, and he was with two other people that were not necessarily from the culture. You know what I mean? What did you expect was going to happen? You don't think that law enforcement would get involved?
Absolutely.
So how is this man at this point? I get it. People have a certain lifestyle that they sometimes you can't shake the past. But when you get to that level that Gucci Mane is at, I don't think he's out hanging out in the corners no more doing the same. He's a millionaire.
Think about Hove, man.
Talk about it,
Talk about like Hove. You know what I'm saying? Like Hove, yo, he's not. You gotta become exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta change your. If you want to change your life, you gotta change your environment. You gotta change your environment, man.
Become exclusive.
So like, yo, I seen from when Hove was like becoming a superstar to going to like a mega star, and I'll tell you, I'll share with this.
Let's go.
Hove. When I first met him, and he's one of the first people I met in the industry. Yo, this is like 98. Yo, we went to LA.
Golden era.
We went to LA, and it was a performance between him and DMX. So it was me, Irv, and maybe Bleak, and a couple other people. And we was all at the arena waiting for Hove to come. He don't leave that hotel till it's showtime. So we had to go from the arena because we had other people performing, go back to the Four Seasons to go get him in the bus. And then we all sat in this hotel room. He's like, "When's my call time?" So he's like, and there's nobody else in there. Nobody else in there. So it's like he's not hanging out. He's not smoking. He's not doing none of that.
Yeah.
Yo, he's just focused. He's chilling. And then, then it's like, so he was going there 15 minutes before showtime. That's what he was doing, B. And so we get on the bus and we get there. We walk through the tunnel of the arena and hit the stage. Yo, we waited for Jermaine Dupri and the Brat to get off the stage, and he went on the stage. And then he did his performance, and he got back on the bus, and we went back to the hotel room.
Get out of here.
No groupies, no craziness, no none of that. Yo, he's very disciplined. And that's how you stay out of trouble. Then he started hanging with Warren Buffett and learning how to invest and how to build businesses. So it's like we have to evolve. Like, shout out to all the hustlers out there, and I get it because we might not be informed of other ways to get this money.
About it.
But there's other ways to get this money, man. There's other ways to hustle. Mostly once you got that money, man, you can put that money in the market and you can flip that money even crazy. Or there's so many ways you can make legitimate money with legitimate businesses. But you have to like get that information. You have to learn it. And so like if you did like do whatever you did in the past, there's options, B.
Yes.
And you don't have to die over this shit.
Come on,
and
man.
like I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Yo, if I'm a civilian, I can't snitch.
Thank you.
That's not what the word means, B.
Thank you.
Snitching is terms between two motherfuckers that are in the game.
Yes.
So we're yo, that's my code D. He snitched on me. Yo, I'm a civilian, B.
100%.
I'm a square, bro.
100%.
I'm a square, B. I'm not in these streets, B. I'm a musician. So, like, if you did something to me and I call the cops, I'm a snitch. That don't make no sense, B. Like, man. Yo, I'm not. Yo, you living in a whole fantasy world, a TV reality movie world. That's not facts, B. That's not how things move in the real world, B.
Yes.
With legitimate people.
Yes,
and there's no reason for you to continue to be a criminal for the rest of your life. There's no reason to do that. Mostly after you make a certain amount of money, why are you continuing to live that lifestyle when you can lose at any period of time?
And this is the part that baffles me.
Do you know the technology the feds and the CIA got? Yo, let me
say
tell you
it again.
The feds CIA just admitted that they had saved a soldier from a undisclosed location with technology that they can sense his heart rate.
What?
Because your heart has its own fingerprint. So it's like a fingerprint with your heart, and it can find you in mountains underground. And they went and they saved that soldier because they have he was miles and miles away from the base, in a different country, and they got him and saved him. Was able to get him and distract him because they had his fingerprint. They letting us know that they have that technology. What are they not letting us know that they have?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They can find you, B, if they want to.
What movie was that?
What are you doing, B?
Enemy of the State, or was it Eagle Eye, man? It was one of those, man. It was like the technology that they're showing us is 10 years behind what they're actually capable of doing right now, man.
Absolutely, man.
And everything that you said, I'm glad that you said it, man, because in our community, man, not even just in music, but just in our community in general, man, we have this thing about snitching, man, and these younger kids are starting to pick that up.
But none of the gangsters follow those rules.
None of the gangsters follow
if you look at the history of all these cases, everybody has snitched at some period of time, man. And it's like, so let's stop acting like this is some code that anybody lives. Nobody lives by this code. Mostly when you're gonna give up your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody else did something, you're gonna give up your life and stay in jail for the rest of your life. So just make better decisions first.
That's it.
That's first of all. Make better decisions. Whatever you're doing, you should be finding your exit plan as soon as possible.
100%.
There's no reason to this be a lifestyle. The streets. I'm married to the streets. The streets ain't married to you. The streets are gonna leave you there
all the time. The best of them got left.
Everybody, B. I've seen a lot of people die. B. It's some of the hardest names out here on the planet from Queens that I talked to, and I was like, I see you tomorrow, and I didn't see them tomorrow, bro.
Word, man.
A lot of them names. I said I see you tomorrow, and I ain't seen them tomorrow.
Facts.
A lot of them names.
Facts.
So it's like, and a lot of them names, I was like, and I'm not no gangster. A lot of them names, I had to tell them like, you not getting me, B, because you not impervious.
Exactly.
I get you.
Exactly.
And I'm not even on that timing at all.
Exactly.
But I will be on that timing because you're gonna make me be on that timing.
Yes, 100%.
So like, let's keep it 100. There's no cape that protects you from being a gangster.
Nope.
There's no shield that protects you from being a gangster.
Not at all.
How am I gonna exit? Bro, I'm not no gangster. I'm not no killer. I'm not no murderer. I'm not no none of that stuff. But I've done so many things in my life that probably is more gangster than some of the gangsters.
100%.
Unfortunately. Man. And it makes me sad that I had parts of my life that was like that.
Yeah.
That I'm embarrassed about. Yeah. That I won't even speak about.
Nah, as you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't.
And it's just like, how can we change that?
100%.
And if it wasn't for certain people getting shot, certain people getting killed, that wouldn't my life wouldn't change. And I could have been in those same situations.
Yeah. And shout out to your family, man. Almighty Mac. That's my guy, man.
Right.
He came up here a couple of months ago, man. He's like,
guy.
Fingaz is my friend. I said,
that's family, man.
I said I had no
that's
clue.
Family, man.
I didn't even know that he used to be around the way like that.
Nah, he used to be in Queens all day long, man. I know he a Brooklyn guy, now he a Harlem guy. You know what I'm saying? But like he was in Queens for me. He was kind of here in Queens.
Yes, that's what he told me. I was like, he was on Linden.
We spent mad nights together. Like, we family. Like, nah. Like family.
He told me.
Yeah, that's like a cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
he told me. Matt came in, man. He showed mad love. He's still to this day.
That's my guy, man.
Mad love, man.
And dead nice.
Yes.
Dead nice. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? If things would have went right, he could have been one of them ones early. Because at 16,
yes,
everybody know he was reminding people of not style wise, but skill wise. He was like Nas, man. He was 16. He was 16, killing, man.
He said that too. He was
getting looks too. What? He was getting the looks. It's just, you know what I'm saying, it didn't pan out. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the time I got to Murder, that's when he went to Rock the Bells. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So when he went to Rock the Bells,
yes,
that's a whole nother conversation.
Nah, yeah, we touched on that. We spoke about that, man. Mac is my guy, man, and I didn't know that he had that journey And I definitely didn't know that y'all was related, man. But he was like, yo, Fingaz, that's family. That's my cousin. I said,
yo,
wow.
Mac had some beats that's some famous beats before everybody.
Really?
Yeah, he had some famous beats from other people, like even bad boy producers like Nasheem and all them.
Get out of
Like,
here.
yo, he had some beats from some of the greatest producers early that wound up being hit records some other places. Like there's a beat that Mike Geronimo and Puff did. I can't remember the song, but he had that beat before.
Get out of here.
He had that beat before Mike Geronimo had that beat.
And shout out to Mike Geronimo.
That's
He's friend to the room too, man.
Bayside.
Facts. He a locksmith now, man. He doing good things, man.
That's my
For
guy,
real,
man. That's my
Hell
guy.
yeah, man. But yeah, man, I'm glad, man, you said what you said, man, because we gotta hammer that away, man, because I'm hearing these kids use that term loosely. Man. Even at work, you hear some people say, "Oh, why you snitching?" Like,
it's adults. It's everybody. It's not even an age thing. Yeah. It's like everybody. It's like our culture has to have a mental shift that we have to keep it 100. Like, what do we want our future to look like? Do we want peace or not? Like, I feel like we like to complain, but we don't want to look in the mirror and hold ourselves accountable for our actions and for what we're doing as a community. And that goes all around the board with so many different things. And I just wish we could lock in more and we could show more love towards each other, because there's not other groups that actually treat each other the way that we do. Because when you see my Jewish brothers, they have a system and they have a code of ethics of how they treat each other.
100%.
Yo, they're not going to even fire somebody without it going through their rabbi
100%.
and a whole chain of command before
100%.
all this stuff.
Yep.
Yo, when my Indian brothers come in here, yo, they buying a house together. They're not
100%.
kicking their kids out and like, oh, you on your own and all this stuff.
Mexicans
they
too.
doing it together. The Mexicans is doing it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, yo, shout out to my Caribbean, some of my Caribbean brothers and sisters on that same time.
100%.
The African American has to get rid of this whole I did it by myself mentality.
100%.
We have to go back to the African influence of Ubuntu, as a village. That's what we need.
Jewels right there, man. Word. Jewels, man.
We gotta be a village again.
100%, man. We have to, man. So what we gonna do, man? That was just a warm-up segment, man. So we gonna get to a mini mix from you, man, because we like giving people they flowers when they come up here, man. You know what I'm saying? I have to, man. Give you flowers, and we're going to talk about your career and music, what you're doing now, and we definitely going to talk some sports and basketball too, man.
Yeah,
for real,
because,
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need this championship before I die.
We all do.
I need this championship before I die, kid.
Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to the Knicks.
Shout out to Knicks. You better do it.
I need something before
I need
go.
some.
Word,
yo,
man.
and then I'm ready. Yo, the Knicks go. I'm ready.
Listen, man. I've been ready. I seen the Giants. I seen a couple of Giants parades. I was good with that.
Yeah, man. I seen the Giants. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I seen the Mets in my life. I seen the Yankees multiple times in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yo, like, can I get that? The Knicks is the one.
Yes.
Yo, I told my wife to have the bail money ready. I told the mayor. I told the mayor's team. Like, yo, have the bail.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's another thing.
Bail money for me because I'm streaking down 7th Avenue.
He said he's streaking.
I'm streaking down 7th Avenue. You heard it here first. Knicks win. I'm out there in these streets.
Listen,
heavy.
Man,
Too heavy.
I ain't mad at you, man. For real. I'll be right there, but not streaking. But I'm gonna be right behind their fingers. Hold up, man. Word up, man.
Yo, we wilding that day.
Yes, indeed, man. So don't forget, man, the number to call in is 516-206-0711. We got Mr. Fingaz in the building. The Oddcast on Bars and Hoops Radio. Check in with us. Back to live action. Man.
What was that about to be, Vita?
Huh?
What was that? That was about to be Vita?
Nah, that was Palm City Anthem again. That was Palm City Anthem again, man. Word up, man. We still got Fingaz in the building, man. I had to give him his flowers.
Yeah, I appreciate
his catalog is crazy, as you all can hear. All them hits that we was playing. And he had his hands on these type of records back in the 90s, man, the golden era when music was really generating real money. This is a double, triple, quadruple platinum album era.
We was actually
J.
We was actually really selling records, like literally
100%.
Really selling like real things that you can touch. Like it wasn't just IP. It was like physical units.
Say it again. It wasn't just IP, man.
It wasn't just intellectual property.
Yes.
It was real physical units.
Yes.
And it meant something because I might have $10. So am I getting Nas? Am I getting Jay? Am I getting Kanye? Or am I getting 50? That's the decisions you had to make
back then.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Facts.
yo, you would go to the record store and you would play the records and you would say, nah. I'll wait the next week to get this one. I need this joint right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I stopped DJing, man.
Really?
I had no money, man.
Well,
yo, we talk about you gotta have 4 copies of each single.
That's a fact.
You gotta have the two to spin in the backup when you rub them out. Like if it's mostly if it's a hit, because if you rubbing out that song, you're gonna wear out the vinyl. So like you gotta have the backup. So you spending $20 on one record.
Yo, that's
$20
crazy.
on one record is crazy. So when you think about people's vinyl collection. Yo, that's crazy. People put a lot of effort. So shout out to the real DJs that had the vinyl and had the money to do that. Be like, I was too broke for that.
Man, listen, man, you just dropped the jewel. We was Serato back then, yeah.
I needed that Serato back then. I'd be nice. I'd be Clue.
100% word, man. Shout out to Clue, man. Word, man.
Shout out to Clue.
But man, Fingaz, man, you've been here a few times. Well, you haven't been to this station, but you supported the brand for many years. We going close to a decade, man.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you for that, man. I appreciate you pulling up. A lot has changed since the last time.
Yeah, I love the spot. The spot is beautiful, guys.
Man.
All the step and repeats out here. We out here getting money.
We trying. We
out
here.
I see. Sexy.
Word up, man. For real, man. So to our listeners and viewers that may not 100% know who Taiwan Mr. Fingaz Green is, who is he and where is he from?
Oh, I'm from Cambridge Heights, Queens, man.
Talk about it. Shout out to the Heights.
I was born in Brooklyn. I was born in East New York. I was born at Brookdale Hospital. Father from Bed-Stuy. Grandmother from Flatbush. But we moved over to Queens like in the early 80s. So I'm a Queen. I'm Queens all day.
Yeah, we see that.
So I represent. I mean, I love Brooklyn. Y'all. I mean, I spent years in Brooklyn, many nights in Brooklyn. But I gotta rep Queens. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like, I was at Albee Square Mall every day. I was at Gertz and I was at the Coliseum every day. That's where I was at. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Albee Square Mall, man. Saying?
Shout out to
Gertz, man.
Shout out to Gertz, all that. So that's where I was at with it.
Okay, all right. So what was your childhood like? Growing up in Queens, and were you back and forth to Brooklyn, or once you moved to Queens, that was it?
Nah, we was in Queens. We was in that same house for 20-something years, man. I was in that house till I got my own house. You know what I'm saying? So I was in that house from like 81, 82, right around the corner from 176 school. You know what I'm saying? That's where I went. PS 176, that's one I went to. Shout out to 59. And shout out to Bayside.
59, man. Shout out to Mr. Hammond, man. I don't know if he's still alive.
No, he's absolutely still. I talked to him a couple of months ago.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I talked to him.
Shout out to Mr. Hammond.
Because guess what? I'm the music director at the church.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So sometimes he come by and still play for funerals for like the old timers at the church. So sometimes he still come by and play the organ.
Wow.
So now I play that same organ that Mr. Hammond played in the Triangle Glass Church.
Wow.
So some people call it the Triangle Church, some people call it the Glass Church. Linden and Merrick. Shout out to St. Nobles Congregational. That's my home church.
Get out of here, man.
That's where I got my start as a musician too.
That's what I was gonna say. So when did that first happen? How did that all transpire?
So Mr. Hammond, shout out to Mr. Hammond. So fifth grade, we had like Glee Club in fifth grade at 59, and he also was. At 176 he had a Glee Club.
Yeah,
and then at 59 he was a music teacher there. So that's how I wound up being at the church. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, man. So I started taking, but before I started taking piano lessons in fifth grade, I had a talent show. Because I was a very shy, quiet kid. Everybody tell you like, yo, I never talked. I was shy.
What I'm
saying. Like I was very, very shy.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't talk at all. And
that's who I know. Because
I was just, I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to like evaluate the situation and learn. So I didn't want to talk because I didn't, and then I know how to be myself all the time because I'm gonna keep it 100. Yo, because I was a different kid in Brooklyn. Yo, in Brooklyn, the first day of school, real talk. Yo, a kid tried to take my Incredible Hulk lunchbox.
Get out of here.
Yo, at lunch. Incredible Hulk lunchbox. Yo, when it was still metal. Y'all don't know about that. It was metal. You know what I'm saying? You remember them joints?
Yes.
Your kid tried to take my lunchbox. So I grabbed my lunchbox and I hit him over the head with the lunchbox. And I broke his nose. First day of school.
Wow.
So, like, I would have been totally different if I would have stayed in Brooklyn because, yo, like, I grew up in Bedford-Stuyvesant in East New York. So like we had rats in the apartment. I remember the rats. I remember the roaches. I used to take the lighter and burn the roaches. You know You know what I'm saying? yo, so it was crazy, yo. I remember that, yo. And then we had fires everywhere. That's back in the day. We're talking about 70s, 80s when everything was on fire because they was burning out these apartment buildings. So I remember mad times my father carrying me down the stairs or my mother carrying me down the stairs because of the fire. So that's how I grew up. But you know what I'm saying? Like I moved to Queens, and I remember when I moved to Queens, something switched in me, and I just didn't feel comfortable. I remember it was quiet, and so like I don't know. I shut down, I changed, and I just became mad quiet and tried to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I was very shy. You know what I'm saying? So, but I went to this talent show in 5th grade, and I did Cameo Candy. And
what? Just
like and in my head, I sounded like Larry Blackman. I probably like 5 octaves higher than what he was. I was like, I probably was singing like it's like Candy. I probably singing up there. I probably was singing up there, but like in my mind, I'm like it's like Candy. I was sounding like him, and I had the moves. And yo, so I was like throwing candy. So I had like the outfit on, and I had candy in my pocket. And I was throwing the candy out, and yo, all the girls came to the stage, and then yo, it was crazy, yo. Everybody gave me a standing ovation,
that's crazy,
yo. So that
man.
I got the bug from that. Then I went to 59, and that wasn't cool no more. So
listen, man,
I was cool for like a month, and then we went to 59 right after that. And it's just like, freshman Friday, here we go.
Oh my God, man,
lead patch patrol.
Friday. Oh my God, lead patches. The kids will never know.
They don't know nothing.
They don't know nothing about that, man. For real, man. So obviously, music had to be music was your thing. If you're performing just like Candy in elementary school.
Because my father was like an amateur DJ. He had like the set in the crib, and my father, his vice was music. Yo, the thing that we had in the house was nothing but music, albums everywhere. My father had crates and crates and crates and crates of all types of music, jazz, fusion jazz, R&B. Yo, he had everything, you know what I'm saying? And my father played music all weekend long. When he got home from work on that Friday, he was playing music from Friday to Sunday night.
Wow.
By himself. Yo, he ain't had no company. He just blasted music. And if he liked the song, yo, you be like, oh, this song's cool. By the end of the weekend, you hated that song.
Wow.
Yo, he was running that song to the ground.
Wow.
Running to the ground. So that's how I grew up.
Shaped you, man, when it comes to
down to music, my relationship, music has to start with my father playing music in the house. And we don't have that. And even me, I honestly, because we talked about this earlier off the air, like I don't listen to music. So like
that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Right.
So my pops playing music in the house had an influence on me, and like we don't really do that no more, and we should probably get back to that so 100%. We can have that relationship. 100%. But my kids hear the music in the car, so when they don't live with me, but when they are up here in the summertime with me, yo, like they know the songs, they know the Stevie Wonder, they know the Marvin Gaye. And sometimes it surprised me. They start singing something I put on Pretty Brown Eyes, and my daughter starts singing. We be singing it together and all that. So like they have that relationship also too. But it's not like how my father was in the crib with it. Like it was nuts, yo, in the blasting it. You can hear it down the block.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying. So that's how it was.
Wow. So naturally, you were always a pianist, because that was your thing, right?
I didn't start playing piano until I was 11. So I started, which was late, in junior high school. So it was my like second year of junior high school is when I started playing piano, and that's late for a piano player. So
what was the first instrument that you started with?
No, it was piano. No, it was late for
a piano player.
Because they were like, you're supposed to start at like four or five.
Really?
So they was like, yo, my piano teacher like, yo, you kind of old. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she was looking at me like that. Like, it's gonna take a lot for you to catch up. So when I met my piano teacher, shout out to my piano teacher, she passed away a couple of years ago, Yvonne Reed, over at the Cambria Gifted School on 234th in Linden. Yo, so she was over there, and shout out to her. Like when I first started, she was like, yo, there's a test that we take at the end of the school year, but you'll do it next year. Because I started like around February or something like that with my piano lessons. So the test was in June. And she was like, yeah, you'll do it next year. I'm like, nah, I'll do it this year. She was like, because I got this competitive spirit about me. So I'm like, nah, I'll do it. And she's like, nah, you can't do it. I'm like, I can do it. And I got honors on it, and I got honors on it every single year.
Wow!
So I just naturally took to the piano, and I also spent all my time in it. So I sacrificed relationships with friends, and like when people were on the phone, I was practicing piano. You know what I'm saying? When people was out on the park playing, so I wasn't really social. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why I was quiet, because
that's how my son is.
I wasn't social because I was focused so much on me becoming a pianist that I didn't even know how to interact with kids, honestly, because I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah. And then my mom was super overprotective, like incredibly overprotective. So it's like that's how it was. So like she wasn't really letting me, bob and weave like that because she was trying to protect me because she's from East New York.
Yeah, facts.
So and my father's from Bedford-Stuyvesant. So like they not seeing Cambridge Heights for what Cambridge Heights is. They still on something like. And then honestly, in Cambridge Heights, they still was kidnapping kids.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We grew up in that era when they had to be like stranger danger.
Yes.
Because they was pulling up in vans and just grabbing kids, and that was happening to kids out there.
And they just locked somebody up from Laurelton that was raping people, a serial rapist in the 90s.
Crazy.
They caught him in Georgia and brought him back here.
Yeah, that's
for real.
I'm glad they got him.
Yeah, for real. So you're right. Right. So moving from junior high school to high school.
Yeah. What
was your relationship with music then?
So in the beginning, I went to Bayside, and I was the first African American to be in the piano recital. So the first freshman and the first African American to be in the piano recital, and the person that was in charge, he was the pianist at the school, the piano teacher at the school. Mm-hmm. I didn't like him at all because like he was like torturing me. So for real, he first of all, he wanted me to play a baby song like For Elise. I'm like, I'm not playing no For Elise. I told him I ain't playing For Elise. I want to play a Pathetic Sonata by Beethoven. He's like, oh, you can't play that. I'm like, yeah, I can't. So I started playing it.
Wow.
And he was like, no, you can't play that. I'm like, I'm playing it. He was like, yeah, but you can't play that. So I found out at the recital that the senior that's graduating, he was playing the Pathetic Sonata. So that's why he went. So I was like, yo, Mozart Sonata in C major. He's like, all right, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I got it. So, I live in Cambridge Heights. This is before the 27. There was no 27 bus then. So you had to take
facts. It definitely wasn't no 27.
You had to take the Q4A down to the 77 to the 76.
Facts.
Or you had to go down to the Ave, which my freshman year, I didn't know I could go to the Ave and take the 31.
Yes.
I didn't find out until my sophomore year. Somebody like, yo, why are you doing that? Yo, just go take the 31. And I was like, I could have did that?
Yo.
So
that's how we took the 30 and the 31 up the hill.
Yeah.
Jamaica.
So that's what I did. So I was going there at 6:00 in the morning, and it'd be freezing cold, and he would not be there. He's like, yo, you gotta be here at 6:30 in the morning. Wow. Yo, the janitor wasn't even there yet. The janitor didn't come till like 7 to open up the school. So I'm standing out in the cold. And he would do it. If you're not there at 6:30, I'm gonna leave. But he never came. But I was there on time all the time. And it would come like 8:00. And they would have me go through these drills. My hands are freezing. He would be like telling me I'm bad and all this stuff and like being so evil with me. But let me tell you how the story ended. Mm-hmm. So I did the concert. I was the first, and everybody gave me a standing ovation. I did my thing. I went back to Bayside years later to get my transcripts to go to Queensboro. I see him in the hallway. He's like, oh my God, Taiwan. I'm like 19, 20. Yo, he sees me in the hallway. He remembers me. He's like, "Oh my God, Taiwan, come with me." He just
the same music,
the same teacher, the same teacher. He says, "Come with me, follow me up." He'll go to the stairs. Yo, he has the old school TV with the VCR.
Yeah.
Yo, he pushed the tape is sticking out. He pushes the tape in. He presses play. It's me playing. Wow. He's like, I show this to my students every single day. He's like, I was just testing you to see how tough you were. He's like, yo, and he's like, I've never had another student like you ever before. Ever since. And I show every student this every year.
Wow.
And tell them what I put you through and what you endured.
Wow.
And his whole energy was different. He's a whole different person.
Yeah.
Just like now he's not my teacher now. Now he's like
not saying a fan, but he admires the fact that
I went through that perseverance. But I'm just that person. Like whatever. And if people are seeing what I'm doing, you can tell I'm like that person. If you give me a challenge, I'm gonna figure it out, man. And it might not be pretty, it might not be perfect. And I don't care about perfect. I care about results. And we're gonna get it done. If we're gonna make mistakes, we're just not gonna make the same mistakes over and over again. But we're gonna make mistakes, and that's okay. And it ain't gotta be perfect. Let's get it done. Let's figure it out. Let's do something.
100%.
So that's how I've always been. So even as a kid, I've been like that. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So when did sports come into play? What was it? What was the sport of your choice?
So it started with baseball. It started with baseball. So
shout out to the Cambridge Heights Baseball League.
So I never had money for no leagues.
Really?
So I could never really play in any of the leagues because my parents never had no money. My parents, even though we lived in Cambridge Heights, I realized very quickly that my grandparents had money because he sold a house in Brooklyn, and we're living with my grandparents. So it's not my parents' house. It's my grandparents' house. And they living off their retirement. You know what I'm saying? So my parents are still in the struggle.
Yeah, 100%.
And they young.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like my parents had me when they was 20.
Yeah.
So they had me straight out of high school. So they young. We only 20 years apart. So
100%.
So when I'm thinking like I'm 7, they 27. They kids.
Yeah, they still kids themselves.
They still
100%.
kids. So they still struggling.
100%.
So like I couldn't get nothing. So I would just go play baseball or whatever. So I couldn't hit, but I had really good fielding skills or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I turned 10, I started playing ball in the park, and I was trash. And I'll tell you what happened. Yo, it's this kid. Yo, I'm gonna say his name too. I don't even care, man. I'm gonna say his name, man. Yo, it's this kid. He was like 2 years older than us. This kid named Monty. Yo,
Monty.
I don't know if he's alive. I don't know if he's in jail.
Man. The name is familiar.
But this kid, Monty, yo, he was like a little bully, right? Or whatever. So I had this Dallas Maverick basketball that was like green and fucking white.
Wow.
And I was
the rubber joint.
It was the rubber joint. Yeah. So I'm playing by the swings. I'm not even on the course. I'm just dribbling by the swings. I'm 10 years old, bro.
Yeah.
So he's like 12, 13. And him and his boys come over like, yo, son, you want to play? And I was just like, I can't punk out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, but I already knew what it was. My spidey sense was tingling. This is gonna go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like, shit. So we go over there.
My basketball.
This is a small court. So like if you go to 176 Park,
yes,
the courts are gone now. And that broke my heart.
I just was out there.
And I'm gonna one of my goals to do is to bring the courts back, the full courts back to 176 Park. I'm gonna get that done at some point too. Mm-hmm. So there was the small baby courts.
Oh yeah, I'm in the Parks Department. You need to put them glass backboards up at 15. Stop playing.
Yeah, we're gonna get it done.
My tournament is coming up in a couple months.
Yeah, I like what you did with the ground too, man.
You see that, man? Yo, kid, I was on them for years.
Yeah, I can
imagine.
This
is my 7th year, and it's like they just finally did it last year. It's a progress. And now you in the mix, so you know.
Well, I'm trying to make some phone calls.
Man, we need to, man, because the whole thing is building that community up, man, and just putting things out there for the elders and the youth, man. You know what I'm saying? They want to do community gardens and all that. Put some money into the park. You know what I'm saying? How you expect people to come out if it don't look like something? You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, back to this kid, man. Yeah. So he's like, yo, let's go play. So I'm like, all right. So it's like him and his 2 goons. So it's like a cartoon because he's in the middle and his 2 goons is playing next to him. Yeah. And so we playing and they playing mad rough with me. They pushing me around. God. Or whatever. And at some point they like, it's my ball or whatever. And so his men's is like, yo, you gonna let him just take your ball, son? You gonna let him take your ball, son? I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about that life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm scared.
And they would suck us for doing that.
I'm scared to death. So I'm like, yo, I put my hand up and I swing on him.
Oh, you just said it like you knew what it was.
I swung on him, right? Because I'm like, I got to.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
and I know it was half-hearted too. It was a half-hearted.
Yeah. But just let them know I'm willing to fight.
I'm not gonna go out like a pure sucker.
Yeah.
So like, next thing I know, I wake up.
they jumped.
Nah, son. No, all I seen was this. I remember he made a fist and he cocked it back to the side and he hit me like this.
Oh.
He hit me like this. Bang.
Right in the belly forehead.
Next thing I know, I'm waking up. I'm under the basket. I see kids making layups under the basket. They're doing reverses.
Some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air shit.
I'm like, I wake up. And then, he's up.
Wow.
So they came over to me and real talk. They picked me up and they was like, yo, son, I respect that.
That you at least fought.
You good. And they gave me the ball back. They're like, yo, anybody mess with you in this park? Yo, I got you. And I was like, that's some real shit. You did that.
That's dope.
But they knocked my ass out. And so, he knocked my ass out. And then I had a speed knot in the middle of my head. He was like, look at this unicorn over there. You know what I'm saying? He got the unicorn.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, got me out here looking like a unicorn. Man. This is crazy.
Wow, man. All right. So let's fast forward a little bit. Take me into how did you get involved in the music industry now? From kid playing piano, obviously doing it in church and everything like that. How did you get an opportunity to get your foot in the door in the music industry?
So it started at Queensborough Community College. I had to learn about production first. I didn't even know what a music producer was. because when I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist. I sung a little bit, not that I was a great singer. I was just as good as Keith Sweat. You know, so I was good as Teddy Riley. I could sing a little bit, so I could be in somebody's group. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or I could, you know what I'm saying? I could dance a little bit. So I wanted to be an artist. And then when I turned 19, I was just watching Michael Jackson's life, and I was like, I don't want to be an artist. Be like, there's too much scrutiny. It's like they don't. I'm looking at them. None of them look like happy, and like they don't look like constantly safe. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's leaving them alone. So I want to still do music, but I want to be in the background because I don't need to be a star like that. I just want to make music. 100%. So I didn't know what it was, but I had all these musical ideas, and I would be playing them on my keyboard. But I didn't have a drum machine. I have no equipment. I just had a piano. Wow. So at Queensboro, I was just going there for performance, and then at some point, one of the teachers there, Alan Kashkin, was like, "Yo, man, you need to go to the music production program." So I met this kid named Eddie. Shout out to Eddie Young. And he was like, "Yo, man, you nice on the keys, bro. Yo, you need to come to my crib. We can do some records together. Yo, you need to be a producer." I'm like, "What's that?" He's like, I didn't even know what a producer. I didn't even know what a music producer was. He's like, "Yo, the people that make the music." You know what I'm saying? So he brought me to his crib, and he had a whole studio, and he lived in Harlem. So I was taking the train all the way to Harlem. He lived in what's the projects by Yankee Stadium that used to be Yankee Stadium in Harlem. That's Polo Grounds. Yeah. Polo Grounds. Oh, Polo Grounds. He lived in the Polo Grounds on the top floor, on the 22nd floor, and the elevator never worked, and we had to walk up to the 22nd floor. Yeah. That's insane. We had to walk up the suite. Sometimes in the dark. Sometimes there would be no light on. Crazy. You know what I'm saying, but I was about that life. By that time, I was about that life. By that time, I was about that life. Like, yo, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, he taught me how to produce. And then eventually my aunt, she invested 10 grand in me because she believed in me because I won all these talent shows and all this stuff. Shout out to your aunt. Shout out to my aunt Rosetta, man. So she gave me 10 grand. We went to Sam Ash. I bought it. 10 grand off the rip? Off the rip because, she believed in me, because I was winning all these talent shows, people, when I was a kid, I was in the newspaper. I was in Newsday. I played at Carnegie Hall as a kid. I was playing classical music. A lot of people didn't see a black kid play classical music. So I had the opportunity to go a lot of places. And shout out to my church. My church was St. Albans Congregational. They had a lot of influential people that went there. So they would they would see me. They would let me play at the events. And so then they would have me come to other events. And so I was making connections like that on another side, like on the corporate side. Damn. So I was doing that as a kid. So she's seen all that, and she really liked me. You know what I'm saying? Loved me. She's like, I got you. And she had it. And then she had the money. You know what I'm saying? She had the money because her husband passed away. So she had the inheritance. So she had some money. So she invested in me. And 10 grand back then was like 30,000 for equipment now. Yeah, man. So I got an MPC, I got a XP50 keyboard, I got a digital recorder, got a corny little CAD 100 microphone. It was cheap, but it got the job done. I got a DAT machine, and then the DAT machine. Yeah, shout out to those that know. The DAT machine, and then I just bro, I had the equipment in my basement before I put it in my room, and I left it in my basement for 2 weeks because I just couldn't believe. Because I would just look at Musician Friend magazine every day and just be like wishing. And then it was all there. And I just looked at it for 2 weeks. I was in shock. And then I put it all together. And then I had to learn how to use each one of because I didn't know how to use any of that. I'm just a pianist, a classical pianist at all. Yeah. So you had to learn how to use the sequence and all that. Learn how to truncate, all that stuff. Learn how to sample. Learn how to get the drums in. Learn how to use MIDI to connect the things together. So shout out to Nat Forster because he was my friend, man. Him and my man Paul Walcott. They took me under their wings. They had production that they was doing, and they wound up laying on. The two of them wound up making put it on me for Ja Rule later on. Get out of here! Wow. You know what I'm saying? So they helped me out a lot and gave me a lot of knowledge about how to use things also. So it was a lot. It was a team effort. A lot of people breathed into me to help me out. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's crazy. Shout out to your aunt, man. So let me ask you, when you got, because I ain't gonna fast forward, but when you got blessed from the industry for doing what you do, did you double back on? Let me ask you a question. Do you know me? You know me well enough. What do you think I did? I just had to ask. So I paid her back with interest. I paid her back with interest, but she didn't have to wait long. Of course not. She had to wait long because I got my equipment in March of '98, and then I got my meeting with Irv Gotti in October. Holla Holla came out in January. Around January of '99, I got my first check. I was able to pay it back with interest.
So hold on, let's bring it back. So Holla Holla, that was your first major placement?
My first placement, yeah.
Wow. And that's a huge record.
Yeah, it's
a huge record.
Yeah, it's
that's crazy, man.
Out the gate, it went crazy.
Damn, man. So what did that moment feel like when you finally realized, like, damn, yo, I'm really in this thing?
I didn't feel like anything because one of the things I'm trying to learn and work on in my life to this day is living in the moment and being in the now, and being grateful for what's happening at that moment. There's two things. I had a sense of entitlement. I felt like I'm a classically trained piano. I belong here. This is nothing. This is so. And then Holla Holla, and then Holla Holla for me as a musician doesn't have a key. It was just me making a beat in 5 minutes that I put stop drop from DMX together with Can I Get It, because Lil Rob, shout out to Lil Rob, produced Can I Get It. So the sound in Can I Get It, I couldn't find that, thank God. Yeah. And I found a water sound. And I use that, and it's the same thing. Wow. And it's a drum program from Stop and Drop. So I made that beat in 5 minutes laughing. Like, I bet you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll like this. And then that winds up being the big hit.
Was it? That was a huge hit, man. So what were some of the early struggles that people don't see or that you experienced?
The early struggles? Like, first of all, not knowing the business side of it first thing is knowing your worth and knowing your value, and then doing research about how the game works and what's expected of you as a producer,
points and stuff like that.
Points, and then also aligning yourself with the right crew. You know what I'm saying? That fit what your personality is, that want to breathe into you. Because I always say, like, if I would have been at Rockefeller, I probably would have flourished better, and people would like had known me more, opposed to like thinking that Irv did things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like, it depends on what camp you're in also. So my camp was a camp where it was somebody that wanted to be a star and wanted to take the credit for things and wanted to seem like they was the person that was doing.
Got you, yeah. And it's like that everywhere, man. It sucks.
I mean, it's a part of the game, unfortunately. But what I should have did was I shouldn't have had put myself in the position where I felt like, and I mean, it's hindsight is 2020. Like, this is my only opportunity. This is it. But I felt desperate at the time because I ain't had no money. The truth of the story is, I was going to move to Atlanta the same week that I signed.
Get the fuck out of it. That's hard. Hard.
It's crazy because on that Friday, I was going to leave. This is October of '98. I was going to leave. It's like the 22nd or whatever day it was. Whatever that Friday was, I was leaving that Friday. My second meeting with Irv was on a Tuesday. So I met with Irv before that. So how I met with Irv was because my friend Jason, he used to go to the Hut barbershop where he used to hang out.
Shout out to the Hut.
So Shug, you know what I'm saying? Shot So Real, all them dudes down there. You know what I'm saying? My man Piper used to cut down there too.
Shout out to P. That's my guy.
So I used to hang out there and I played chess with Tavar. Tavar taught me how to play chess. So I hung out and I would play my music there. So like he heard about my music. So he came to my crib and was like, yo, man, I can get you a meeting with Irv. I didn't even know who Irv Gotti was. I'm not industry. I don't know none of these people. I don't know nothing. I don't know. And I had a bunch of different meetings with a bunch of people and it didn't go nowhere. So I'm like, I'm getting out of here. I'm taking my equipment. I'm going to move to Atlanta and start a studio down there. Atlanta's on the rise at that period of time. So I'm like, yo, that's my mentality at that point because I'm not getting nothing happen. A lot of disappointments happen. A lot of, I went to, this studio, work with this artist. I'm not going to say these people's names, but they tried to do funny stuff. I'm like, yo, this is weird. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like over it. He's like, nah, yo, I'm going to get you this meeting. So he got me the meeting with Irv. In the first meeting, I played my beats. Irv was like, "Oh, this is trash," and I was looking at him like, "Yo, what are you talking about? Like, you hear what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying?" As a musician, he wasn't vibing with it. He was like, "Yo, if you played all those instruments, if my man Rob mess with you, then I mess with you." So Rob was Lil Rob. Rob was my guy. That I used to hang out on his block because his block had probably the most amount of girls that any block on Queens had. Shout out to my man Eddie. and his sister Stacy. Yo, that block had too many girls on it. Too many. So I used to be there all the time. And then Eddie was my guy, man. We used to smoke, we used to drink, and like it was a party. And Rob lived on that block. So me and Rob got cool. We would play ball. He DJ'd. I would show him things on the keyboard. He would show me tricks, DJing, scratching tips. We was cool. Yeah. So I heard he had got some placements, but my character is not like, yo, I'm gonna go see what he does and let me rock with him. Understood. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna find my own way. And I ain't ask him for nothing. And so the way life is that he brought me right back to Rob. Wow. So when he's like, yo, I'm gonna mess with if Rob mess with you, I'm like, yo, it didn't make no sense to me. I'm like, yo, you the boss. Why would you send me to somebody else? So anyway, next days come and I go meet with Rob and I go to Rob's house and I'm like, yo, this block look familiar. And Rob come out the house and I'm like, yo, that's Rob? And he's like, yo, that's Fingaz? Because he just knew me from my real name. You know. And then Rob looked at Chris, Earth's brother, and was like, you gotta mess with him, yo. He like taught me how to play keyboard. Yeah, like,
and he was like, what?
And then Chris, I'll never forget his eyes. It looked like the Matrix, like he just shook. It was just like, yo, because he was giving me that industry vibe, like, yo, I don't fuck with you, I don't know you. He was giving me that vibe, and then it's just
judging books by the cover.
And then
all
it's just like all of a sudden it was like, oh, I guess he's good. And so I felt confident at that point that was Rob. Then I felt like, yo, he's gonna hold me down, and he did, and he didn't have to, man. That's what's up, Rob did not have to do what he did for me. He could, because so many other people were like, yo, looked at me as competition. Yeah, like, nah, yo, he's gonna take money from me. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So like, people don't understand. Like, I will always, to the day I die, say if it wasn't for Rob, y'all would have never had no career.
Salute to Rob, man.
So
salute to Rob, man.
Rob didn't have to do that, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he did, man. And that's a real person, man. And he's a real great person, man. And Rob is incredibly talented, and he's one of the best producers in the world. And it's a shame that people don't give him the flowers that he deserves. Wow. Because if you knew what Rob's catalog is, yo, can I get a hot? It's too many records. Do I do the Stevie? Yo, all the Ja Rule's joints. Rob did so many joints for so many people. Yo, Jay-Z records. Yo, Rob is the truth, man. Yo, he's comparable. Like, you know, and I don't give a lot of producers credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Rob is that guy, man, and he did a lot of work, and he deserves his flowers, man.
Nah, that's what's up, man. He's still in New York?
Yeah, he in Long Island.
Oh man, we might have to get him up here if he's willing to come up.
I'll hit Rob up. I'll send him over here.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. So speaking about people and not wanting to give the credit and all that, one thing that they can't take away from you is accolades. So what did winning the ASCAP award mean to you?
Well, first of all, I didn't know I was getting the ASCAP award.
You didn't know?
I didn't know because we didn't talk about this. So unfortunately, I wasn't getting my publishing. So Holla Holla came out, like I got upfront money. So for people that don't understand, you get upfront money. So like when you sell a beat, you get paid, like let's say $10,000. So what they'll do is when you go record the song, they'll give you $5,000. That's called the first half. So you'll get your $5,000 when you go to the studio and you lay down the track. Laying down the track back in the days before there was Pro Tools and all this stuff, you had to bring your equipment, the stuff that you had that you use. You had to bring that, or they would have to rent it. They would either have to rent the same exact gear that you had. You would bring your disc in, and you would track it to a 2-inch reel. And that process took time because 2-inch reels was 16 tracks. Now, most hip hop songs don't need 16 tracks, but guess what? I'm a musician. Yes. So instead of sampling stuff, I'm playing, so it's not no loop. So now they might use 2 reels. So I was expensive because now you have 1 reel, you might have to rent another reel. Yeah. Because now I might be doing 32 tracks because of all the tracks that's in my production. Because I got string arrangement, I got horns. They used to call me the pass master. They used to call me John Stockman. Yo, he's the pass master. Because they call those passes every time you have to go rewind the tape and record more tracks and fill it up. So that's what was happening. So what was the question again?
Just the award, the ASCAP award.
Oh, the ASCAP awards. Yeah. So like I did all these records and I wasn't getting, so I did Holla Holla, I didn't get paid. And I'm like, where's my publishing? So there's performance royalties. So when your song plays on the radio, you get paid for that.
Royalty,
there's mechanical royalties. That's another set of royalties that you get paid for the sales of your material. So when they sell the CD, the tape, the vinyl, you get paid for that. And there's production royalties.
Oh my God.
Those are called the bumps. So like when something goes double platinum, then you get 2% of the record. And then it goes up. You get 4% of the record.
Yes.
You get 5% of the record.
Oh
so if a
God.
record did 5 million, you're getting whatever the bump is.
For 5 million.
You're getting that off of 5 million.
Word.
So I wasn't seeing none of that. So I'm like, where is it? So I'm asking where it is. I'm like, yo, where is it?
Like Ice Cube and Jerry Heller off.
Yo, son, I'm like, yo, where is it? So I'm like being patient because I'm like, I don't know how none of this working. And it's everybody's like, yo, it's supposed to be 6 months. It's a year and a half. So it's like now, it's like 2000 and I still ain't get nothing. So finally, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Slim Pickens. Yo, Slim Pickens.
Shout out to Slim Pickens.
Slim was like, yo, you can do what? So he sent me the God Rest the Dead, Ed Woods. So Ed Woods was like,
rest in peace to Ed Woods.
So Ed Woods was like, this is real shit. Yo, Ed Woods was like, yo, I got you, man. Yo, see this person over at ASCAP. I don't remember the dude's name. Yo, dude was like acting like an A&R. And when I say acting like an A&R, if you're not in the industry, you don't know what that means. A&Rs be acting mad funny. They act like they don't like nothing.
That's
they would be on their phone while you talk. They was so disrespectful. 100%. If you're nobody and you're they gonna treat you like you're like, yo, you're gonna wait an hour in the office. They're gonna like mostly I was brand new, so I didn't know what people look like. So the dude I'm supposed to meet with, he walked by me in the lobby like 15 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm like, oh, okay. And then when I go to the office, like, oh, that's what I mean? Wow. Yo, he's on the phone talking to people and chilling. And he's like, yo, drinking water, like, he's just chilling. So I finally go to the office. He got his head down. He's not even looking me. He's not even looking at me at the face, yo. He's just like not paying no attention to me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Taiwan Green. He's like, so when I said, yo, I'm Taiwan Green, he's like, Taiwan Green. He's like, so he looks up. He's like, yo, Mr. Fingaz Taiwan Green? Now, I'm brand new in the industry and people don't really know me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so I'm like, somebody know me?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, Mr. Fingaz? I'm like, yeah. He's like, crazy. He's like, nah, you ain't Mr. Fingaz. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm Mr. Fingaz. He's like, nah, you ain't Mr. Fingaz. You gonna sit here and you gonna tell me you Mr. Fingaz? I'm like, yeah, I'm Mr. Fingaz. Yo, we went for 3 minutes with him saying, you ain't Mr. Fingaz. 3 minutes of him like, nah, yo, for real, nah. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm Taiwan Mr. Fingaz Green. He's like, yo, his eyes changed again, like like the Matrix. Yeah. And now he's like, yo, now it's Hollywood shit. Yeah. Yo, oh my God, I've been looking for you forever.
Get out of here.
I've been looking for you forever. I got your check right here.
Get the fuck out.
I got your check right here.
Oh,
have you met the president of ASCAP yet? Yo, hold on. Yo, get on the phone. Yo, guess who I got right here? He gets on the phone and goes up to the president of ASCAP. He's like, guess who I got on the phone right here? I got Taiwan Mr. Fingaz Green. He's like, yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is happening? And now he's rubbing his head like, yeah, yo, you're getting the ASCAP award next week.
What?
I'm like, ASCAP award.
Like, what's that?
What's that?
What is that?
What is that? I don't even know what that is. He's like, yo, next week. Yo, he's like, yo, I'm glad you came up here. You know what I'm saying? So he walks me over. And then for the only time in my life, they walked me over to accounts payable. And cut me my check.
Accounts payable.
It cut me my check right there on the spot.
Yo, that's crazy.
My first check, and then I went to ASCAP Awards the next week.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
And I was there, and that was kind of like my intro to the industry. So I met so many people there. People saw me. I got to stand on stage, get my award. So it was a cool. And I got to be able to take my mom. My ex-girlfriend at the time, she like stole the shine from me because she had like this dress on. Like she barely had no clothes on.
Oh my God, man.
So she like took all the shine, but it was cool. It was a great experience.
That's crazy, man. You got a wild story with the music, man.
Nah, it's crazy.
That is crazy, man. So let's move on to teaching, man, and giving back. You are currently teaching kids at Queensboro?
Yeah, Queensboro, in the Bronx, different schools in the Queens. So I'm a DOE vendor. So I have contracts at different schools where I teach music production, I teach DJing, I teach band, different instruments, and then I also hire other instructors to teach dance, podcasting, computer building, all types of different courses. So basically I go to a principal and I'm like, what do you need? And I'll find somebody that fits whatever they need. So that's what I do.
Okay.
And then and I'm over at Queensboro also.
Okay.
So I'm a mentor from when your kid is in 3rd grade all the way up to college level. And then some of the kids that I have in Queensboro, I then hire them and they work for me.
Get out of here, man. I gotta get my son with you, man. Word. He's at that age. He's 6, man, and he likes music. It's just teaching him now the right way, man, for real. So you come across all types of kids.
All types of kids.
That want to be producers, beat makers, whatever. What are some of the biggest mistakes that young producers make today?
I don't really want to say mistakes.
Okay.
I don't want to say mistakes because everything is different because we have AI now. So like we're in a whole nother world. So like I'll give you an example. Like a couple of years ago, we had something called Soundtrap that I was teaching kids how to make beats on because it's online. It's a free thing online. And it's like Logic online, but for free. Yes. But they had loops. So I would like walk away from a student and like 10 minutes later, they got this elaborate beat and like yo, listen to what I did. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. You did that? I'm like, yo, you sure you did that? I'm like, I did, yo. I'm like, yo, that's not loops. So it just loops. I'm like, yo, son, that's not making beats. Yo, you just dragging loops in. That's not making beats. So now we got AI. So now you could just write in whatever you could just code whatever you want. So like, I don't really have much advice about people that want to work that way. So my conversation with people,
at least you don't knock it. That's good.
Nah, my conversation is what type of relationship do you want to have with music? You know, what type of relationship? Because my relationship with music is, I consider my relationship with music deep. I want to feel real emotions. I want to be surprised. I don't want to hear the same piece of music for the same 2 seconds of music for 4 minutes. Take me on a journey. Some of my favorite pieces of music don't even have lyrics because sometimes the music and the emotion and the dynamics of the music speak to me more than lyrics ever can on a different spectrum. So it's not even about like lyrics and what they're saying. Sometimes it's about the feeling and the emotion of the music. That's what resonates with me. That's what makes me want to cry. What made me want to smile. Makes me want to feel melancholy. Wants me that emotion.
100%.
And we're missing that. But
we are.
And but that's not to knock it. Because what I realize is I don't need to have everybody have the same relationship or want the same things from music that I want. That's what I've learned.
No, that's a fact. So let's move on to like some culture in the community, man, because like I said, I've known you for a long time, and like I used to see you come to park, get some shout outs, play a couple full court games, half court games, go about your business. You was always quiet, like you said in the beginning. Then all of a sudden you started going with the viral moments, and take us through how that whole viral moment started with you, and then now leading up to you throwing like one of the biggest going away parties for the Coliseum Mall.
It's crazy, man. Like first of all, like I have a love-hate relationship with social media. I'm live right now.
Listen, it's so good. But it works for you.
But I have a love-hate relationship with social media because I feel like it has so much great potential that we don't utilize it. I see so much information without results or action steps. So people send me a lot of videos a lot of times, and they like send me all these videos. I'm like, okay, cool, information that I already know. What are we doing? Okay? 100%. I would love for more people to have videos that have action steps at the end. Okay, you gave me information, and so I'm supposed to feel some way about this information, but you're not giving me any information on what I'm supposed to do about this to change this situation. Are we just complaining? Are we trying to have some type? So I'm not a fan of people sending me videos that don't have action steps at the end of it. I love information, 100%. But I want information with action steps so we can actually apply some steps to get some things done. Because I'm about solutions. I'm not about just talking to be talking. Let's get something done.
That's a fact. Because I've seen some negativity come your way when you was building everything up for the Coliseum farewell and stuff like that. People talking crazy. Trolls
is trolls. But like I got love and I got patience for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta understand, like, even though I'm quiet, like people that know me, they know I'm not quiet when you get to know me. I'm not quiet when you get to know me.
100%.
So when you get to know me, like I gotta feel you out. I gotta feel your emotion. I gotta trust you because my circle is circle is a one person. I don't have a circle. My circle is flat.
That's a fact. I dig
So like it takes a lot for me to open up to somebody so for them to know me. Now when you get to know me, like he don't shut up.
No, listen, man, it's so good. It's so good.
So like that's how it is. So like what we talking about?
Just the whole like I remember when you first started getting back online, you was like, yeah, I'm really not one of those guys. It started out with the talking about the
Jamaica
buses.
Avenue. Well, with Jamaica Avenue, really. I walked down the Coliseum block. So what happened was, I actually took all the content off my page because my music content wasn't doing nothing. I was trying to do tutorial lessons.
Crazy.
No, and I'm like, damn, I'm kind of like a legend at music, and nobody cares.
It's crazy.
I kind of made like people's favorite songs.
Yes,
nobody cares. Nobody cares like about that. I'm trying to teach people how to do that. I'm in these schools. I think I'm doing, and I would see people do similar posts that I'm doing, and that go viral. I'm like, what is about me that nobody cares? Yeah. And so I was going through all those emotions about that, and I'm like, I don't care. My life is fine. Like, I don't need all that.
You don't need it.
I don't need it. Like, it's cool. So like, but what happens? I took everything off my page, and I said, I'm gonna try a different approach. I got some lighting, and I did some piano tutorials, and I shot it nice, had all this stuff, did nothing. So I was like, I'm not doing no more content. I don't even like social media anyway. No. So what happened was, it was May, and I walked down Jamaica Avenue, and it was a nice, shiny, bright day, and there was nobody out there. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, all our friends moved to Atlanta. I'm just like, people that moved to Atlanta, they would never believe that 165th Street looks like this right now, and Jamaica Avenue looks like this.
Facts.
And this is before the bus terminal was shut down.
Yeah, man. So crazy.
It was crazy out there. And so I shot that,
going everything,
and I was started talking about that, and that joint went viral. And I'm like, I'm just showing the neighborhood. I was just showing that to like the people that moved. I wasn't thinking about this going viral or nothing. That wasn't even on my mindset.
100%.
So when people liked it, I was like, well, like I love history. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nerd. So I love history, and I love Queens. You know what I'm saying? I love the history of Queens. And I just started telling some of my stories about interactions I had at different places on the Ave. And people really liked it because people was like, I haven't been home in so long. Thank you for keeping me up to date with what's going on. So then I was like, well, let me start adding some history components to it, because like people don't really show the amount of love to Southeast Queens that they should, because we did a lot in Southeast Queens, man. 100%. The culture wouldn't be where it is without Southeast Queens. You can name all the names from LL to Run and 50 and Ja and Tribe. Tribe. There's so many people, man. It's so like I just wanted to just highlight how we grew up, what it was like during my era. You know what I'm saying? I remember in the beginning, people like, this is mad local. Yeah. And if this is not for you.
It's not for you.
If you don't want to see nothing local, it's not for you. And it's cool.
That's a fact.
So like I'm not trying to get everybody. I'm not trying to get nobody. I'm just posting what is important to me. And if it resonates with people, that's cool. But this is my journey, and I'm not clout chasing. I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not trying to do anything. As you see, some of our videos don't go viral because it's what's important to me. And I'm just going to make the messages. And sometimes it's not about going viral, because there's people that sometimes it gets 200 views, but the mayor saw that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the mayor saw it and like that. And then that opens up another relationship. Right, so it's about the right people seeing things. So just say what's important, and you don't know how this is going to resonate. I'm trying to move in my life. I'm trying to move with things that resonates with me. I'm not trying to, like, I got mad ideas of things that I know would go viral, but it doesn't resonate with my personality and where I'm at with my maturity level as a person. 100%. And I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care to go viral, B. Like, it's not what I'm trying to do, B. Like, my life is good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like, my wife loves me. You know what I'm saying? We good. Life is good. I got my businesses. This is what I want to do from my heart, because I love my community. Now, if I have an opportunity to influence people, because we talk about influencer. Well, if we're going to be an influencer, let's influence people to do the right things.
100%.
Let's influence our community to come together and make real change. That's what I want to do, and that's what I always wanted to do, and that's what I did off the camera for years. And so that would happen. So the Coliseum was one of those things that we just did, because like, I can't let the Metro Card get a celebration and we don't celebrate the Coliseum, which was a cultural hub for all of us.
Facts.
It's not just Queens. It's not just New York. People drive from North Carolina to get a clue tape at the Coliseum or fit it or go to Sports in Effect to get their outfit. Shout out people come from Toronto to get clothes and get sneakers and stuff. Biz was in there every day. You know what I'm saying? So it was important to like. That's why so many people came out, because it was something 100%. That was very important. People like, yo, you want to throw a block party in the wintertime? Yeah, because I don't care. We're going to do that. It's going to work. And it was a blizzard the next day because God is with us. This needed to happen. The community needed this. I had no doubt that it was going to work because I had faith. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in God. I know in God. I know things are going to work. Even when there's some doubt, it's something inside of me that just knows it's going to work out. And it always does for me. And I've been down and out, bro. And even in the down and in the lowest parts of my life, I knew I'm gonna be back. 100%. Something's gonna happen. 100%. And you gotta have that inner faith and that inner knowing. Mm-hmm. You gotta know, and it's not easy. And you gotta do that work to heal, to be able to have space to know.
Man, so from all that now, spinning in the Moore community now. Your ties, obviously, with the mayor's office. Like, they put eyes on you. Now you're doing a lot of different things out here with the mayor. How did that kind of, like, formulate into a great relationship with you and the mayor's office now?
So what happened was when they was during the campaign, they saw one of my videos about buses. I did like, the worst bus lines in Queens.
That's when I first started saying, I'm like, he's right though.
Nah, so I like, and I'm about to put the 54 up there. The 54 is pretty damn bad.
My God.
56 right now is crazy too.
Yes.
But
54 to Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like, I did that video, and he was doing something because one of his formats was he wanted to do the fast and free buses. So they wanted me to come and do some content on the video with that. I missed that one because I was busy that day or whatever.
100%.
And then they invited me out to another rally that he had. This is one that he had AOC and Letitia James at. It was in Harlem. So I went to that, and I almost had an opportunity to interview him, but I got there a little bit too late to interview him.
Okay.
So then they had me come out to another one. So they said, there's a rally where he's walking from Trump's house to like
what?
This is the day they had the debate. So he's going to do a march from Trump Tower to NBC's office.
Okay.
So I walked with him, and then that's the first time I got to say something to him. So I asked him the first thing I asked him was, "What's your plans for Southeast Queens?" That's the first thing I ever asked him. You know what I'm saying? And I told him I'm gonna hold you accountable. Like I ain't put that on camera.
Yeah, of course.
But I told him like, I'm gonna hold you accountable. And he was like, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? He was like, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And anytime I talk to their staff, like he wants to be held accountable.
Wow.
So we are, you know what I'm saying? Like 100%. It's the first 100 days and you got to do all the big things first. But at some point we're going to want to see a lot more action in Southeast Queens. But I love everything that's happening right now. But yes, it's going to have to become more. It's right now he's doing macro. So at some point it got to become micro. But it's the first 100 days, so we'll give him time. He hasn't built out his staff yet, so I know how these things work.
Got you.
So some people don't understand civics, and that's another thing. And I don't understand all the civics. I'm learning it. I'm learning some of the civics because even hanging with him the other day, I found out.
He said we gotta drop a bomb for that. Hanging with him the other day. Talk your talk. Go ahead, man.
No, just hanging with the other day. It's just like, I was hanging with DOT, and I have a lot of complaints about DOT. But then talking to them, they're like, bro, we're not in control of that block. Yeah. That's Parks Department. What we're doing right now, we're doing a favor for Parks Department right now. Oh, that's the state. The state owns the highways. We're not in control with that. So like sometimes we point the finger at agencies that are not even in control of the situation. Yeah. So that's when I did this. One of the mistakes I made when I did some talking about cleaning up Jamaica Avenue was I blamed the MTA for not cleaning up that area because somebody told me, MTA is in control of that. But then when I talked to the councilwoman, they're like, nah, B, that's sanitation.
That's a fact.
So I'm blaming MTA for something that's sanitation. And I did that in my post. So it's like, that was the moment where it's like, yo, you gotta know your civics and you gotta know what organization. It's a lot, and it's built to be crazy for a reason, so people don't get into the weeds. But we have to do that, and I think that's what some of our CBOs need to do. I need some of our CBOs need to hire people to teach civics to the people that want to know, and we need to have people. We need to have lawyers at these CBOs. Every time they have a bill, we see all the things in the bill, because they'll tell you what the bill is going to do, but each bill has what they call a pork in it, that all the members of the council might not read the whole bill, or they might not understand the whole bill, because they'll put something in there and they'll put a clause under that retracts everything that's said before that, or they'll put something in there that has nothing to do with the bill at all, because it'd be a clause from another bill that was 50 years ago. So you have to go back and because they're like, according to Article 5 of this bill from there. So if you don't do all the research, then you don't see that the wording for that word was different then, because the wording for things changes over time. So it's a game, B. So we need people to be on it.
No, trust me, man. And me, a lot of people didn't know this about me. I've been with 1199 for what? 29 years? Yeah, 29 years. Out of those 29, 17, I was a political organizer, and I ran all of the.
We see your work too. We want to shout out and salute the work that you're doing too, man. Because I know it's about me, but we gotta shout out the work. You out here in these streets doing work for years, and that's another thing. A lot of people give me a lot of credit for a lot of things, like you're doing so much. And there's people out here like 100 Suits and
shout out to
Kenny Carter out here with Fave and Erica Ford.
Shout out to Erica.
It's so. James Johnson.
Shout out to James. That's my guy.
There's so many people out here that have been doing this work for years before I came around. I want to shout them out. And just because I'm going viral doesn't mean that I'm doing more than these people that already did. And we don't want to just bypass the people that's already been doing the work in the community. So let's give them their flowers.
I gotta ask you this, right? Because you're talking and I'm hearing what you're saying. We talking about every aspect of life, community, music, entertainment. It sounds like
no, it's never happened.
No political scene. No political scene.
So what's crazy is when anybody asks me something, they meet me and they want something from me. They want me to do something. Everybody asks me the question they should ask me. So what's your intention? What are you trying to do? And everybody wants to know if I'm doing something. It's never going to happen.
I respect it.
I'm never going to run for any type of office because the community will turn on me, because all of a sudden, once you're a politician, you're a pariah. That's number one. I'm not doing that to my family. Second of all, I can get more done outside the system. Let me tell you something. The most powerful person in New York history was Robin Moses. Robin Moses never got elected to any office ever. And he was the most powerful man in New York for 35 years. Now, do I agree with anything Robin Moses did? Nothing. He was the worst person on the planet. But there's so much to learn from his influence and how he shaped power. So if I was to take the same mentality that Robin Moses had, the same tactics, but use them for positivity and for good, and then also include people and not have an ego and make it only about what I think should happen, and get a community effort involved with those same type of strategies, what can we do? So it's not about, the power is outside. Man. You know what I'm saying? Because once I'm out of office, then they're just going to get rid of everything I did.
Exactly.
But if I'm on people's neck forever,
you hold them accountable.
And hold them accountable forever from the outside. We got community. As long as the community we're all together, then that's how we can make change. But the 100%. Community has to stay together, 100%. And we need a system. We don't need a leader. I don't want to be a leader. I don't want to be a leader. I want us all to be leaders. I want us all to have a system, because that's what other races do. They have a system. So, name we all know our black leaders. Everybody know all the black leaders. Name the Jewish leader. Name the Indian leader. Name the Asian leader. Name the Mexican leader. You can't. You know what I'm saying? We don't know them. And that's for a reason, by design, because they have a code of ethics between themselves and how they move. We have to get to that state 100%. Where we learn how to love each other, respect each other, trust each other, 100%. And hold each other accountable.
100%.
And then we build together and pool our money together and pull our resources together, and not think, it's just me, it's me against the world, and all this gangster street foolishness. We gotta let it go, and we gotta play the game the right way, because we complain about the game, but if we played the game, we would win.
And there we go. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I love to hear. For real. And now, last but not least, our beloved Knicks. They won tonight, 112 to 95.
Yes, they did. Yo, let's go Knicks. You already see it.
So, yeah, I see you.
I came prepared.
So, how far do you realistically think we could go this year?
So, as I get older, hopefully I get wiser and I get less emotional. So I don't break anything in my house anymore watching the games. You know what I'm saying? Like I've come a long way. I used to wild out, yo. I used to scare my wife, yo. Like she's like, yo, this dude is a raging maniac. Yeah. It's like now I'm like found this zen about myself because it's like it's gonna be what it's gonna be, but I'm not psychic. I don't know who's gonna get hurt. I don't know who's gonna because you got Cade is not 100%. You got Embiid, now he's out. There's so many people that's not 100%. You don't know what's gonna happen. Now, if I just thought about on paper how things are looking like, yo, I'm scared about what the Knicks are going to do. They could go out in the first round if I'm honest. Because, yo, it's so many teams like Atlanta's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the Knicks. Charlotte's tough. There's so many teams that have a little bit more of grit in we're playing with a lot of finesse and coolness. Yeah. And we don't got that. We don't got that grittiness. We don't got that attack dog like we used to back in the days. And we got to get back to that. We got to be a more tougher team. So I think Knicks could be a little bit soft at times, but that doesn't mean that they're going to not win because we don't know what's going to happen with these other teams. I didn't think they was going to beat the Celtics. I didn't think they was going to beat Detroit last year. They barely did. So we don't know what's going to happen. So the Knicks could go all the way to the championship, which would be great, and they won, and then we wouldn't have to have this conversation. I also broke when I talked to the mayor the other night. Yeah, I asked him, I said, yo, you got a message for Giannis? He's like, come through. so shout out to Big Z. He's out here campaigning for him to come.
Get out of here, word.
But he's not going to come here. We're not going to get him if we win a championship. So if we win a champion, they're going to break up the team to bring him here. Yeah, we'll wait till he's a free agent. He's got one more year on his contract, and he'll come here for free. I'd rather that anyway.
I'd rather him come for free.
Him come for free anyway.
But that's why Milwaukee's going to do the best to get something for him.
But we have all the leverage in the world.
Yes.
So there's no reason to give up the whole farm, and there's no reason to take both his brothers. If we got to take one, because
the Nasus was here already.
It's scary.
Yeah.
If you want somebody to give you 0 points, 2 turnovers a game, no rebounds, and 3 fouls, I could do that, yo. And I'll do it for way cheaper. Yeah. You don't even gotta give me the vet minimum. I could go do that for y'all right now.
Oh my God. So
holla at me, Leon Rose. I'm available.
Word. Shout out to Leon Rose. Shout out to World Wide West, man. So it's safe to say it's not championship or bust. Because some people are saying it's a failure if we don't make it to the finals and all this stuff. I'm realistic.
I'm realistic, man. I don't think that they could beat Detroit. I don't think they could beat OKC. Wow. I don't think they could. You know, I don't think they got it. I think Detroit wants it more. I think they also they have that taste in their mouth from last year, and they every time they played us this year, it was like they want to kill us. It's like you can see in their eye, yo, they not playing, they not celebrating. Yeah. It's like they're dead serious, and they're talented. So they're talented, dead serious, and they have a player that is just as good as Brunson, if not better than Brunson at times. And I love Brunson, and Brunson is my favorite Knick.
Man.
But I mean,
so I gotta have a tough conversation with you now, right?
Okay.
Should Brunson be the number one option of this team?
On this team? Who else should be?
I think that they should run the offense through Towns.
Nah, because he's not consistent enough, and he's not tough enough either. And then the defense side of it, and then he makes all these offensive fouls. So, like, if Towns had more discipline, then yes. But he's not the most disciplined player, man. And he's not always locked in. So running to the offense through him, he has turnover. He's turnover prone when he dribbles the ball too much. So what they're doing right now, where they're doing the 2-man game, I like that better. Yeah. So the 2-man game is working because they have so many options. He can flare, he can cut. Yo, he could be setting the screen. Sometimes Brunson sets the screen and he cuts and he rolls. So I like that action better. And you saw they did a little triangle today.
Yes.
So a little sexy triangle. So so I like that offense more than just like we're gonna run it through Towns like Patrick Ewing style. I don't like that.
Got you. Because I think that a lot of what you mentioned about Towns stems from I guess him not getting the touches because we know that JB likes to pound the rock a little bit.
He does a little bit too much.
Sometimes.
Definitely too much.
And
he gets people out the game. He gets people out the floor.
And you play basketball.
Yeah.
You know, like
I know. I need
to
playing
all his defense, and I ain't even touching the ball.
Yo, it's some people that, growing up in 176, it was some people that was nice that I just couldn't play with because just their game. It was either too similar to my game, or it was, or you just got in my way.
Yeah.
And or you was a ball hog. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like. So like if we can't move the ball around, then I can't even play that way. I'm out of position.
100%.
So now I'm not playing my game.
Exactly.
So like I get that. I see what they're doing now. I like the adjustment, but running it through him and he be the main factor and the main engine to the offense. I'd rather it be more plays, more schemes. Sometimes they get away from the schemes and they get to isolation ball
too much.
And I think it's too free flowing most of the time. Yeah. That they'll do a set to start the game, and that's what Thibodeau did. It's like very
same
similar.
offense.
Same offense. Like they do a set to start, they do a set coming out of a timeout, and then it's like freestyle.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, but I think part of it is that Brunson don't really want to share that spotlight like that. I'm just calling it how I see it. And if let's just say, God forbid, we get bounced in the first or second round, and then we make that move for Giannis, how is he gonna adjust to that? Because Giannis,
I don't agree.
You don't think so?
I don't think he trusts the team.
You don't think that he trusts
I only
the team?
trust the team on the level. I think when it comes down to those clutch moments, I think he feels like I am the best option. That's what I think he feels. I don't think it's about hearing him talk and seeing his demeanor. I definitely don't think it's like I don't think. No. I think he's
passive aggressive.
I think he's definitely
he's a passive aggressive guy.
He is passive aggressive, but I don't think that he thinks that it's just about me or whatever. I don't think that. I think that he feels like I don't trust these dudes. I feel like they're going to drop the ball. And we've seen in situations where he's passed the ball and in the game it goes crazy. Now, we've also seen people hit clutch shots like Josh Hart the other night.
Yes.
We've seen that. And we've seen Bridges come through a couple of times before, but it's not consistent. This dude is consistently what happens. He's big time.
He is.
He's big time. And we know, keep him 100. He's the most consistent clutch player we've had since Ewing.
100%.
He's the best.
I don't like glossing over the Melo years, but I get it.
Melo was a great offensive player, and he's a great player, but he wasn't a leader. Brunson's a leader, bro. He's a leader. Melo keep it 100. He wasn't that talking, and we know that Patrick wasn't that talking leader. Fact. So like in Oakley, you hear Oakley talk about it all the time. We would have went further if he would have been more vocal and more. If he had what Brunson had, we would have won a championship.
Yes,
Brunson has something different. He has that star quality, that superstar quality. That he got that killer instinct. He got that he got that Mamba in him.
Yeah, he did.
He got that Mamba. So like, who do I want the ball with? I don't want it with nobody else but him. So like, son, he be at the end of the game and he going nuts. So and I'm like, anybody else? I'd be like, but him, he's so consistent.
Yeah.
He's not gonna let you down. And the first season he did. The first season I'm like, he got everything but that clutch.
Yeah.
And then after that it was just like, I don't know what he did. He be looking like he be in a trance on the bench.
Yeah, he's assassin. He's an assassin. But that helps when your father was an NBA player. He instilled certain values.
Was he?
But I mean, listen. Now,
shout out to my man TL Cross. Shout out to my man TL Cross because we got our Knicks that we hate the most, right? Yeah. So Rick Brunson was the Knick that TL Cross hated the most. But he loves him now because what switched was he like. The way he is as a father.
Yes.
He's like, you making me like you now, man. Because of, the type of father you are. But my most hated Knick was Jared Jeffries, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Jared Jeffries.
He used to make me sick,
too, man.
He used to make me sick.
Man.
I mean, everybody knows who everybody hates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I don't understand why people hate on Allen Houston, man.
Because,
I don't understand.
I used to think he was point shaving. Because he's too talented. He was too talented, man. Before he got really hurt, I was like, nah, yo, he's point shaving. But of course, but now being older and knowing his personality, knowing who he is, there's no way he was doing that.
Nah.
But as a kid, as a younger person, I'm like, yo, he's point shaving.
Go back and look at that All-Star game that he played in. And look at that game where he gave Kobe 50.
Bro, people forget that when they was on Detroit, he was a star, not Grant Hill.
What?
People forget
he was.
That.
The year we got him and Chris Childs, I was happy as hell. We got him for $56 million. We got Childs for like 27 or 24.
Yeah.
It was short.
He was on our way. That's
on our way. Fact, man.
If Ewan didn't get hurt in '99, that would have been our
championship team. Yep.
That would have been our banner.
100%, man. Man, we could talk Knicks. We could talk. I done went over almost a half an hour. I don't care because this was a good conversation, man.
We locked in.
Fingers, man. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate
Word
you,
up,
come
man.
on. You already know.
We got to
please get the money.
For that. Yes, indeed.
Please get the money all day.
We got to have a part 2 or something, man. Word up, man. Vague hit me, man. He was stuck in traffic. Clark Kent life, man. I can't.
Shout out.
Word up. Shout out to my brother, Ali Vegas, man. But we do this every Friday, man. And like I said, Sunday, Block the Block Radio is more of a cultural stretching Bobito flashback type of radio show, but you're more than welcome to pull up here for anything you want to do, bro. If you want to spread the message on anything, man.
I want to break dance, B. I want to break dance.
We got space in here, Gabe. You know what I mean? For real, man. We do that, man. For real, man. Well, shout out to DeMarco the Great. Shout out to everybody that showed love in the chat. Shout out to Regina King. Shout out to Jessica Grandy for always showing up. Shout out to Tiny Man. Y'all know what it is. The Oddcast every Friday night. Stills the Great. Ali Vegas and DJ JOJ, man. Next week, we going to tap back in. We got another special invited guest pulling up. I ain't going to spoil it yet, but stay tuned, man. Download the Bars and Hoops app. It's free on all platforms. You know what I mean? So until next week, man, Stills the Great. Mr. Fingaz.
Salute.
Signing off.
Queens get the money. You already know.
You already. Peace.
Peace.